How do you get the best kind of business loan to grow your business? And by best, I mean the one that has the highest approval amount, the lowest interest rate, and the lowest payment. Well, it really comes down to four main things that if you do these four, it's going to unlock all kinds of financing to grow your business. So let's jump in and start with number one. Number one is get your credit in order. I'm not just talking about consumer credit. There's actually three kinds of credit you should really be aware of. First is your consumer credit quality. Look, a lot of loans, a lot of credit lines look at your personal credit quality. So if it is damaged, as it oftentimes is because we're risk takers as entrepreneurs, then work on fixing it. The better your consumer credit is, the more types of financing become unlocked for you. Second, build your business credit. Almost all business loans or credit lines and even business credit cards are looking at and evaluating your business credit quality to determine approval. Even though a lot of times the credit issuers aren't telling you that they're even looking at those reports. They're very, very important to make sure you're building business credit and that you get good business credit scores with Equifax, Experian, and Dun & Bradstreet. And the third type of credit is the one that you probably don't even know about, but it's the most important. It's all the credit reports that lenders are really looking at secretly behind the scenes. Places like ChexSystems and LexisNexis. This is where lenders are really getting their data. And yet most entrepreneurs know nothing about them and haven't even seen these reports. Go get your ChexSystems report for free. Go get your LexisNexis credit report for free. Evaluate those. Make sure you're disputing any inaccurate information on those reports because that's what lenders are going to see to make their decisions. And that brings me to the second most important way to get a best type of business loan, and that is get your financials in order. Look, if you want the best kind of loans like SBA loans, they're going to look at your tax returns. And if you show a loss on those tax returns, you're oftentimes going to get denied. But if you show a profit, even if it's a very small profit, that opens up the best kind of loans out there, including term loans, lines of credit, and SBA loans as well. Even more lenders are looking at your bank statements. Maybe you don't have tax returns. Maybe you're not showing a profit. Maybe you're not even SBA ready. That's okay. There's a lot of online fintech or alternative lenders that are way easier to get approved with, but a lot of them are looking at your bank account. They're looking at your bank statements. They want to see how you manage that bank account. Do you have a lot of money coming in versus going out? Do you have a positive ending bank balance at the end of each month? Do you have a lot of consistent deposits? Do you have more than one account open with that bank? A checking account, a savings account, and a money market account. These kind of things matter. And anybody that's looking at the consistency of your revenue care about your bank statements more than almost anything else. So make sure your bank statements are strong. And when you're ready to apply for SBA, focus on your financials like your P&L, your balance sheet, and most importantly, your tax return showing a profit as well. Number three, collateral matters. Look, lenders love assets that can be pledged as collateral because it minimizes their risk. If you ever do default, they go take that asset back. And a lot of things can work to be able to qualify you. Stocks, bonds, 401ks, IRAs, equipment, inventory, cryptocurrency, commercial real estate, residential real estate, vehicles, any type of asset you have, even your customers paying you on terms, account receivables, purchase orders, these things can be pledged as collateral to get financing. Now, a lot of financing, you don't need it. Alternative online lenders don't typically require assets in a lot of cases, but SBA lenders typically do. So the best kind of loans out there are going to be based on collateral. So think as you're building your business about letting your customers pay you on terms and what you can acquire within the business that's an asset that can be pledged as collateral to get the best kind of loans out there. And that brings me to my final tip. Get the right kind of financing for you. So many times, entrepreneurs fail to get the money they need because they're applying at the wrong place to the wrong type of financing. They're going to their bank to try to get a loan when banks only help the most well-established businesses that exist. You want to go focus on your actual business strength. There's three of them that lenders care about. Cash flow. Do you have consistent and regular cash flow? Are you managing those bank accounts responsibly? If so, that unlocks an entire amount of funding just for you that's based on cash flow. The second thing to unlock is credit. Do you have good consumer credit or do you have good business credit? If you do have either one of those, that unlocks an entire amount of funding just based on consumer or commercial credit. And the final C is collateral. All those assets we talked about, the stocks, the bonds, the 401ks, the AR, the PO, the purchase orders, all those things can be pledged as assets and can get you money by that and that alone. Look, if I have stocks, bonds, 401ks, or IRAs, I can leverage just that to get funding for my business. Heck, I can even access somebody else's stocks, bonds, 401ks, or IRAs, of course with their permission, and use that as collateral to get financing. So what is your strength? Is it cash flow? Is it credit? Or is it collateral? Maybe you have none of those. Well, if you have none of those, that's when you want to focus on crowdfunding, business credit building, grants. Any of those are really good alternatives if you don't have one of the 3 C's lenders look at. But if you do have one of those C's, you want to work for a lender that offers that kind of financing. Financing just based on cash flow, financing just based on credit, or financing just based on collateral. You follow these tips, you are well on your way to getting business funding to be able to fund your business, get the money you need when you need it. Now, if you want help, grab our free guide on 27 killer ways to get the money you need to grow your business. You can grab it at creditsuite.com/27. That's creditsuite.com/27. Did you get value from this training? If so, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out on the next training. We're talking about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.